if you guys can see this. But this is the other Western convoy that is coming out. I think this one came from Alberta, if I remember correctly. If anybody knows, you can put it in the chat. But yeah, they are showing up now. That one bus has like LED lights on the outside. I don't know if you can see it from here. Video's better than mine. Mine's just on the internet. Look at that guy's camper or motorhome. It's got LED lights on it. That's sick. I'd do that if I had one. Hey. Beep beep honk honk. We are in Balgony on our way for the World Unity Convoy, I think is what it's called. But this is the segment that came from Alberta that is now showing up because they were a little behind, but yeah. I didn't realize like how cold phones get so fast because I'm like, I had 80%, lasted 17 minutes and it was dead. And I was like, are you kidding? 80% at 17 minutes. I was not a fan. No. Especially because it's like if there's a lot of things going on outside, you're going to be alive all day. Yep. Yeah, so. Thank goodness I brought 4 battery packs. 2 of them don't fully charge to full capacity, and then 2 of them you can get multi-charges out of it, so I'm like, it'll even itself out.
Gotta put my gloves on again.
I know, gotta put my hands in my pockets. But it's like the rest of me is not cold, it's just my ears and my hands, which is nice. Because it's not like bone-chilling cold that it's like getting through your pants and your legs are freezing and your arms are freezing. Yes, I will be in Winnipeg the entire time. So if anyone's in the Winnipeg area and wants to come out and hang out with us, do it. Oh, there's another one with a little flag on it. Did everyone show up? Woohoo!
Everybody else can get hugs too. That's what I miss about the convoy is all the hugs.
We'll find the 2.
Good idea.
Everybody else should have parked the way you did.
Sounds good. I'm trying to be my... that didn't work. Okay, well, the lights are gonna look very streamy, but that's okay. It's cold out. There we go. Everyone's showing up now. Woohoo! I'm in the way. I don't know where to go.
Unbelievable, so fun and amazing. Yeah. You're having a lot of fun.
I'm not bad. Like my teeth are chattering. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm cold. Oh, you.
Yeah, it's me. Good, how are you?
Are you coming all the way?
Yeah. I'm sleeping in the truck on the floor.
Oh boy.
I didn't Red Deer.
I've got my Rife machines.
What is that?
It's an energy frequency machine. My migraines of 6 years. I do a half-hour protocol. Within 10 minutes, my brain fog is gone and my pain is gone, and I'm 70% better within 10 minutes of a 30-minute protocol. And I'm not medicating.
Would that help with
Fucking
vertigo?
I can look and see if there's a vertigo thing.
Because I woke up this morning and I was like
There might
getting
be a
stuff ready.
tinnitus. Might be a tinnitus.
Maybe. Because I was standing at the sink getting my dishes done, so I didn't have to worry about them. And I was like, I'm only standing, and I feel like I'm just like, woo.
Oh jeez, no good.
Oh, it happens periodically.
Brr. Yeah, I gotta get proper clothes on. I'm not exactly dressed for this right now.
I mean, you don't dress properly when you're driving because you don't have to.
I'm freezing. I'm gonna do this quickly and then get my winter coat on.
Yeah.
Good idea.
My flags didn't come in. I had more flags that I wanted to bring. They didn't come in.
Oh,
They came in today, and I was like trying. I'm like, can somebody from Saskatoon bring them? Like, he'll pay.
dang.
Yeah, but are you doing a live right now?
Yeah, I was doing a live before because I charged my phone when we were.
The beast is ugly. You can tell.
It's okay. It just, my phone makes it look like it's foggy, so it just looks like it's light fog, so it's good.
Perfect.
So it's all good.
They can't see what I do. Oh god, that's not a story for a live feed.
Yeah, no. Because you were trying to rent a trailer?
Yeah. Yeah, Flamin Fitness, Flamin Sales in Saudi. And the girl that answered that I tried to book through, she's like, oh, I've got a fuck Trudeau flag, and so I thought she was freedom friendly.
Yeah.
And then she goes and tells her boss, who's in Mexico, oh, are you sure you wanna rent the trailer to them because it might get impounded? And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me! I'm going to private property on
What were you needing the
Guatemalan
trailer for?
Hunter Rights property.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, you guys. And so they didn't actually, the managers didn't, after they talked to the directors, they didn't call me back today. The one other manager did, because I spoke to two managers and been feisty like that.
Yeah.
And so
You have to. You have to.
So I spoke to two managers and they were like, the one did call me back. And I said, he's like, anytime you need a rental, come through me, yada yada. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you'll be my absolute last option ever.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're on the live feed. Live feed.
Yeah, if you don't want to be, you can move. Or I can move.
Hide 'em.
I don't ever care. That was we went to, there was a protest we had in Saskatoon at the Vimy. And because there was a counter protest happening there that was pro masks, pro all the things. And this lady came up and she stuck her phone in my face. Hello! She stuck her phone in my face. How are you?
Good.
And she's like, you're going to be on the internet.
How are you?
And she's like, you're going to be on the internet. And I was like, my hair is purple. And she's like, yeah, all up in my face. I'm like, I really don't care.
Have I met you before?
I don't know, maybe, probably. I meet a lot of people, yes.
So.
Nice to meet you. This is the wrong hand, but
Okay. I know I was.
I never know, because some people are very
What's his name from Canadian?
that's Terrence.
Okay.
Aaron,
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Yeah, I forget everybody's names. I know their faces.
It's-
because
yeah.
I've met so many people. I have.
And
like,
it's worse now because you meet more people the more things you go to. So it's like faces. You're like, I remember your face. I can probably pinpoint where I met you from, maybe, but names is like hard.
I need to get a winter coat.
Go get one.
Are you going?
Step out. Was that all?
Scale down to 300 square meters, and we don't spend all this money doing our drawings. And 15,000.
Yeah. I can't wait till like all of us are together and it's a bigger group. What?
I won't be there till the 18th.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta see my daughter and grandbabies.
That's okay.
17th. Yeah.
That's allowed. Especially considering this fight is for them.
Yes.
So that they have a future. May as well see them while you can before the government makes some sort of BS law that takes all your kids away from you. Which technically CPS is that, but still. But that's understandable. But at least you're gonna be there. At least you'll be there for the fun.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna see everybody I miss.
Yeah. Did you go with to Ottawa?
Oh yeah, I was there all the time.
Sweet. My parents were also there the whole time. They were gone from date of leaving to date of return was 6 weeks. Yeah, they were gone quite a long time.
Yeah, I continued on to Herb's truck stop, and then we went to a couple farms, and then I posted up in North Bay for about 6 months just so I can work and keep going to
Right?
put back 55,000 kilometers on my car since January.
Oh my word. But I mean, when you're driving across the country, because where do you live?
I live here now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay. That's still a long drive from Winnipeg to Ontario. For the people who like drove from one coast to the other, man, like, oh.
I wish I had my own car there. People would remember me.
You just gotta like deck out your vehicles the exact same way.
Yeah, right? I was going to drop the wheels in Winnipeg, but I was told I shouldn't.
Oops. Oops. So that's the same with my parents. Like, they sold the truck they took with to Ottawa, but they
Yeah.
have like some of the same stuff, but it's now like decked out to the nth degree and it's not going back. Oh!
Ken Laurier, 180 Kent Street.
My parents were also on Kent,
Yeah?
but they were on Kent and Gloucester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Freedom Mobile.
Because, well, it's not that truck, but it's a truck that looks like that was a white International, I think it was. It was parked sideways on Kent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I remember. There was so much happening there. It was so awesome.
I can only imagine.
But I did the KOA Canada Day when Nick and Casey got married.
Oh, yeah.
I dropped my car on the rooms and Peace Man got so mad at me. I started calling him Policeman.
That's funny.
And
Oh
then we
my
had some
goodness.
dude fucking talking shit on. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Some dude was talking crap there. He was saying, "Oh, that Peace Man's a policeman," and da da da. And I'm like, "Bro, I started that, and it wasn't a rumor."
You heard it here first, folks. Man. Yeah, I see that. Maybe there'll be some more people with more stickers.
Wait up.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Just doing a quick live.
That's okay. I decided to stop. I'm still living. My phone died on my first live.
Oh goodness.
Ugh. The joys of technology and cold. Like, it was at 80% and I was live for 17 minutes and then it died. And I'm like, that's not long enough for it to be dead. Like, man, okay, cool. And then I was like, wait a minute. It's cold. also I'm live, so my phone's going off the hook. I can only imagine the people who were live like literally all day in Ottawa when it was like minus a million.
Yeah, but we didn't feel it.
Yeah, that's fair, because you had like what burn barrels or whatever, and like a bunch of people around, and
I lived in my car for 3 weeks.
oh. That must have felt weird going home, because I even said to my parents, I'm like, your house is gonna feel like it's a mansion compared to that little square foot truck that you have.
Need more stickers.
Yeah, maybe there will be more people with more stickers.
I just bought this car, so I'm like so stoked it's a clean canvas.
It'll just be Sticker City. Hello.
Yeah, that's what I miss the most is all the messages of hope and love and just
Yeah,
unity.
especially because it seems like it's sadly been dwindling in some parts, maybe not all, but
Yeah.
it's like now that things are not as crucial and dire, that they're like forcing people to take a shot in order to keep their job or go to school or have to put something on their face. Now everyone's like, okay, it's fine. We don't have to worry about things anymore.
I remember him. He was in Ottawa.
I feel like probably a lot of people that are here probably were.
Yeah, I can't even go back there anymore. It's just
Like, are you like not allowed in the province, or just because it's like a weird feeling?
yeah, it's just a weird feeling now.
Yeah, that's
all
fair.
The hate, the division, all just.
I can only
Now
imagine.
you roll through there with a Canada flag and you get shit thrown at your car.
Literally, even though they had for 6 weeks, there's people running up and down with flags, and every vehicle had at least 2, if not 3. Like, yeah, I know, it's dumb. I just don't understand. It's like, that flag is in the country that you live in. Like, it'd be a different story if I was flying a flag of a country I don't live in my country, but you are flying your own country's flag. So, like, why are you actually mad? Like, just because it symbols things that you don't stand with, quote unquote.
Desiree's here now.
Who?
Desiree?
She's over there. Her vehicle is that one over there.
Oh, shit, okay. Yeah,
She was going to get a jacket because I was talking to her. Oh, nice.
She's on my block in Ottawa.
Aw.
So, yeah. I'm gonna go see her.
Yeah, she went to go and get a jacket, but she'll probably be over there. Sounds good, Mark. I seem to be okay at the moment, but if things get awry, then maybe we might have to take you up on that. Woo! Spare change!
I have to go pull the lady out of the ditch.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Let's go.
Hello, Barb. I wonder if it's this truck that's stuck in the ditch. Oh no. Yeah! Miss T! My phone died, that's why I had to cancel the last one. It was at 80% and it still died, so I think Andrew's going to pull out that truck. Because they look very stuck. I know, it's been a minute. I only really go live when there's things to go live for in my area or things I go to. So I haven't really been live lately, but y'all get to see. I'm gonna try and go live as much as I can during this entire however many days, 8 days, few days, whatever it is. Because I know some of it will be driving, but I will go live as much as I can so y'all can just hang out in the chat and hang out with me.
There you go. You're looking cold there.
Right across. Go across the bridge.
Go across the bridge.
There's Andrew pulling out that truck. Or going to help pull out the truck, I think. Of course. It's also fun having you guys hang out in the chat. Yes!
Can I get the flag here? Do you know?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe? Probably? I don't know. Like, get your flag.
Yeah, there's the flag. He was selling flags. Oh, Pat. Pat?
Like 10,000 people there that day, right? They come down early. I'll come down early. How's it going? Come in. Are you going down there?
Good news. Nothing wrong with it. Same as my truck, yeah. I guess we're Sunday.
Then they locked down. Ice house for dinner. Ice house for dinner.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Kelsey.
Paige.
Nice to meet you. That's my middle name.
Oh, really?
I seem to meet a lot of people that have that as their first name. I'm like, maybe it's meant to be because you have my middle name is your first name. Are you coming? I'm from Saskatoon.
Saskatoon?
Where are you from?
Regina.
Oh, okay, nice. Nice. Are you going all the way to Winnipeg?
I haven't decided as of yet.
That was literally me until yesterday. And then I was like, you know what? I'll go. I'll go and hang out.
Okay, Mark.
But it feels like a lot of people are on that train. They're just like, I don't know, maybe. I feel like once everybody shows up and all of that kind of stuff and we're all hanging out here, everyone will be like, well, maybe I'll go for a bit. And then it'll be like, I'll go for a 3-hour drive. And then I'll turn around. Then it'll turn into 4, 5, and then you'll be there and you'll be like, okay, well, I guess I'll just stay. It's fine.
Might as well just stay.
What happened to the +1? Somebody lied.
The government and their, yep. And their climate apps. Those lied. Ooh.
Camouflage. Oh, camouflage.
I got a whole bunch of that one.
Just lifted my receipt. Thank you. Well, I wanted to smooth things over.
Did you find out if you can get your
Yeah, I
flag?
can. I just don't know where they went.
Oh.
Okay, where?
No, it's all good. I'm just like, it's everywhere.
How you doing, sweetie? Oh, doing amazing.
I mentioned up to these that I love just like standing back and just like watching.
People converse with other people that they know. I know. Hey, you got one.
I did.
Sick.
Woohoo!
Now you can fly it outside your house
It'll get stolen.
on the roof and then have no way of them getting up or down. Just have ice along the whole top so they can't get up or down. They would need to like rent equipment. Cute.
I'm also just like taking it in too.
Yeah.
Trying it.
I'm glad it's not as cold. Like I was expecting it to be like so cold that your legs are freezing and not just like your ears and your hands, but like everything. But I'm actually pretty good.
Fancy stick.
It's a gimbal, so it makes it so, yeah. So it makes it so that it kind of like stabilizes the video. Yeah, it's sweet. But then when it, obviously it has to be battery powered, so when it dies, then this whole fun contraption just shuts down.
Yep.
How long does it last though? You get some decent time with it?
Can you
I
charge
haven't-
it on the go?
Yes, like it just has like one of those USB-C things, and then you just plug it into like anywhere that has like a USB port, and it charges pretty good. I don't know if I've ever actually killed it in one day, because I haven't gone live with it very much. Like I went live with it when I bought it in the summer, but I haven't really gotten live since then. So I'm like, I feel like I'm like relearning how to use my gimbal. I'm like, sorry peeps, this footage is gonna be bad because it's me trying to figure out what I'm doing. But it's sick. Like I really like it.
That's really sick.
Yeah. Because especially like when you're walking around, like if you're holding a camera, it's like every step you take is like jumpy. So it's nice. It's because when the Great Canadian Cruise came to Saskatoon, Terrence had one and one of the other guys had one as well. And I'm like, that thing's cool. It was only like $180. So it's really not that expensive. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get myself it. Yeah. Because I'm like, then if I go hiking or do other things, like it's not necessarily just for this, like I can use it for other things. So I like it. It's sweet. Cool. I'm Kelsey, by the way.
I'm Tammy.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Tammy.
to meet you. Where are you from?
Saskatoon.
Right on.
You?
I'm from Lloyd.
Oh, nice! Lloyd. What a place.
What a place is right. What a place.
How do you, like, the people in Lloyd identify? Are they like, I'm from Alberta or from Saskatchewan? Or is it, like, dependent on what side? But it's like, if you talk to other people, is it just,
It's
like,
just sort of,
its own place?
we just do our thing.
Hello!
Freedom and stuff, you know.
And stuff.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, wonderful. This is amazing. Every day is better than the day before it.
Exactly.
Bless.
Yeah, I feel like Lloyd's one of those weird places because when you drive through, it's like you're on the Saskatchewan-Alberta border, and you're like, okay, sweet.
Yeah. Every day I drive home from work, I see welcome to Alberta. When I drive back
You're like,
home.
woohoo, great. But then, like, how do you play your car? Is it like based on what side you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody. There's
That's so
Saskatchewan
random.
and Alberta plates. And
That's what was even like during the whole lockdown and whatever, because me and my sister left on the day that things were supposed to reopen, like the borders and whatever. We left either the day before or the day of. I can't remember exactly how it went, and I was like, okay, it's like as long from here to Lloyd, we're allowed to be here. As soon as we cross that border, it's now unknown scary territory.
working on the Alberta side, well, I don't work there anymore. I just recently quit that job, but
Right.
I was working in a heavily regulated cannabis
Nice!
business.
Woohoo!
And so, like, Saskatchewan, the whole city's governed by Saskatchewan Health, even on the Alberta side.
Right.
So when the fucking COVID laws came in, we're supposed to be on Alberta, but because I'm in the city of Lloyd, I had the health inspectors from Saskatchewan coming into my store and fucking harassing me for not making people mask or show proof of vax.
Oh
before
my
shopping for
word!
weed.
I know. I thought that was so stupid.
I was like, get bent. And he would like stand in there and watch to see that I asked. And I was like,
Jeez.
my stance was, if they want to wear a mask, go ahead. If
Yeah.
you don't, that's
Then don't
fine
make
too.
them. Literally.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
And TP threatened my staff that he was going to fine them $12,000. Yeah. No, $1,200, and the company would be charged $12,000.
Right.
That's how that works. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of businesses were like, we don't want the fine. It's like, well, stand up for yourself then.
Yeah.
Because even like me, so me and my one friend, we went hiking in Banff during all of this, and me and him were both not like,
Yeah.
and we went to go and try and sit down at a restaurant in Banff because we're like, we're gonna try it, see how things go. He ended up having like one of those like fake cards or whatever. So whatever. And so it would have been fine if they asked him, but if they asked me, I would have been SOL. And and so we went and asked or whatever, and so like she was asking us which menu, because we showed up right at the cusp of when their menu changed, and so we were standing there trying to figure that out, and then a guy came in after us, which was there with a group. I was assuming for like a bachelor party or something like that. They were hanging out, whatever, and the lady asked him for his card, and he said he didn't have one, and so she was like, well, I can't let you in, and he was like, okay, well then just let the group know that I won't be there then. And she sat us, never asked us anything. I literally was like stressed the whole time. Every time the lady came to my table, I was like, quick questions, because I'm like, she'll remember she hasn't asked me yet. So I'm like, every time I was like asking her things or like quickly like getting onto a new topic. So it was like keeping her mind busy. Oh, it was mental gymnastics for that 1 hour. It was stressful. But I got to eat my food and I sat in there and I took a picture and I was like, ha 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 ha. And now I have that as like a memory that I ate in a place where you were supposed to be.
I remember you from
Yes,
Saskatoon
hi,
last year.
I don't know if I remember
You
your
have a
name
very
though.
familiar face.
Yeah.
I like that
And the
about
hair
me.
too. Yeah.
Even though the hair was
I think it was a different
purple,
color.
it was purple, yeah.
It was bright.
It was, yes,
Yeah,
it was.
I remember that.
I know my cousin just commented on one of the photos I posted online. She's like, your hair is so bright it almost hurts my eyes. And I was like, that's the way I like it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So that was my last convoy day.
Oh,
They
really?
used-
Oh,
they
yes,
used
because
to-
there was part of you guys that had gone back home, right?
Yeah, I went
Yes.
back home to Westlock, Alberta,
Okay.
and the other part of the convoy went east again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And your name was?
Darren.
Darren. I'm Kelsey. I don't know if I introduced
I don't
myself
remember
last
that,
time. It's
but
okay.
your face, I recognize your
Yeah.
face.
It happens. I'm also like one of the only people I feel like that's on this side that has very colored hair, because anytime you deal with like people,
more conservative.
yeah, they're like, oh, it's of course they have blue hair, and I'm like, what's with blue hair? I like having blue hair. Just
I
because I
like
have
it.
blue hair doesn't mean that I like stand on a different side.
Yeah.
The last live that I went when we got here. Okay, good. We're good. Everything's good.
Peace, truce, whatever.
Is everyone just moving to like sleep or what?
I think people are probably going to bed.
Oh yeah, because some people had hotels. Yes. I forgot about
People are
that.
staying here in the parking lot.
Yes, I'm sleeping on the floor of a semi.
Well, you go, girl.
I did it.
So I need a hotel.
I did it because we went to Red Deer not last weekend, weekend before. And so I was like, okay, I'll go with. And they're like, you're gonna have to sleep on the floor. I'm like, that's fine, I don't care. Like, it's like sleeping on a deflated air mattress at the lake, same type of thing.
Yeah.
But I had garbage sleep, so I was like, okay, this might be 8 days of garbage sleep, but we're gonna hope for the best. Bring a lot of caffeine, lot of things. Oh, we're going for dinner. I wonder where this dinner is. Ooh, run. Woo. Oh, thank you. Apparently, we're all going for dinner, follow the leader style. That's why everyone's moving.
Well, I'm not moving.
Where's Mom?
She's out and about somewhere.
Oh. I'm assuming Mom has people. Oops, why is this not working? Zoom up.
Because the thing is, if I leave now, then I might lose my spot.
Right.
Because it'll fill up
There we
in
go.
about another hour to 2 hours. It'll fill up quick.
Yeah. I don't know where people are going.
Up over your head there's a box of toothpicks there.
Over my head. Because Andrew left to go and pull a lady out of the ditch.
Oh, who?
Someone got stuck in the ditch. Yeah, I don't know where everyone's going. Maybe Mom will figure it out.
There's your mother.
I see her. Oh, I hate that my phone died. I had so many people hanging out on my live, and then I had to let them all. I had to disappoint my peeps because my phone had died. Lame, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
Just lame.
Here, put that back up there.
Where is Mother? Oh, just chatting with people. I guess there's like a trailer that has flags, like those unity flags. Because the that lady that I showed you earlier, the one that always takes the pictures, she went and picked one up. So in case you want another flag to add to your flags. Oh yes, the Freedom Puppies are all grown up. We have one in the back here. I don't know if I can see if I can show you. It's a mess back here. We got stuff for 3 people. There we go. Oh, my face is red. There's Phoenix, the one sitting up in the sweater.
Hey guys, just a heads up. If you haven't already paid enough for last night, please do so. You guys can figure it out from there. And don't forget, it's gonna for tonight. It's $30 each. We have an extra person, so it makes it cheaper. I'll figure it out when I get home. Okay, we're heading to the room now. Are you guys ready?
Heading to where?
We're still popping.
I have no idea.
Really now?
And then this one's Hope.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to like angle my finger. Yeah, that one. She's laying
You
down.
betcha.
Ooh. I don't know where they're
I'm
going.
gonna ask you, Sharon's gonna go in the bank and get her fucking card fucking set up because they thought there was something on there, some fucking bullshit.
Oh, they're on the CB.
And Carl needs to put
We're on the
60 bucks
two-way.
on his portable Wi-Fi deal. And,
Andrew has
we'll
one
give you
in
that
his
for it,
truck.
if you don't mind doing that.
Yeah, you bet.
There he is.
Because
I
we
don't know
gotta
if he's
get the
gonna see
media man
us.
going. We gotta film this thing, roll it out some more too.
Guys, all right. You are simply
He's
the
not
best.
seeing. He's not even looking. Yeah, I don't know where everyone's going.
I think I'm
You think you're going to what?
turn around.
Turn around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know what they're going to do with the people who have like motorhomes and stuff. Or where, like, if they're going for food, where they're going to park. Oh. I don't know where they're going for food. They just said it's follow the leader style. Thank you. I like this color. It's fun. I changed it on my birthday, actually. So that tends to be my celebratory birthday thing, as I change my hair. That's why it was purple last year.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, let's figure out how to do that. It's been a minute since I've done things. There we go.
We're just waiting for Eliza. Lisa, whatever her damn name. Forget her name.
Oh, good. There isn't too much going on at the moment. People are going for supper, but I'm not sure where.
What's she driving?
Where did Mom go?
A red SUV.
I thought I had the address
Do you have it saved under something else? I think he's still parked out over there. Could go and ask. Or he was asking what channel you were on, and he said 19. Are you on 19? Yeah, you are. Just see if he'll reply if you send him a message. I agree, 100%. That's why I decided to go live, so that there are people watching, even though we're not doing anything at the moment. But y'all just get to hang out with me and the dogs that are both laying in the back, and my dad on the side who you can't see. Well, you've been promoted to a woman. Congratulations.
Sure cleared out in a hurry.
Maybe listen to me rant about some stuff. This thing is hard to open. There, you can see both the dogs. Fiend and...
It's just like sandwiches and stuff, like flying James, typical stuff.
Some of these are red. They say mute users. What does that mean?
This has what? Oh, I don't know.
Mute users.
Maybe they muted themselves? I don't know. You know as much about that app as me. Exactly. My channel is all about freedom of expression. Freedom on all fronts, but expression for sure. So I rant all the time. This thing is hard to open. I feel like Mom's at Andrew's truck. Unless she found somebody else to talk to. Yeah, it was that guy that was parked in that, he was driving that little white car over here. I don't know if you looked up to see him. He's not here anymore.
Yeah,
He was on Kent Street too. Yeah. Kent and no, I don't even know. He took all of his car tires off and he sat his car on the tires sideways.
Everybody gets lost, you gotta go over that thing to the left. And then down a service road on the far side.
I think this one's not new.
What's not new?
Because it's not coming off. Like, I feel like it's like one of those fruit thingies.
Oh,
Like I think this one's just sat for a minute.
roll-ups?
Fruit by the whatever. Fruit to go, there we go. Oh well. But it tastes like my fruit bars at home. So it's good. Whose bus is that? I saw that on Facebook.
The what?
Or not bus, but transit van. Hello, Tiffany. We're just hanging out for now. Everybody went to go and get supper. I'm not sure where they were going. Mom's not in the truck. So Dad and I are just chilling here. Right, Dad?
Certainly.
Yeah, just hanging out. We're all sticky. I want that clean. There we go.
got stuck on the steering wheel there.
I think it might have folded. Oh.
Stay the whole time? Huh.
Oh. I think he might be fixing the other side, unless he already did.
Or is it just this side? I'm not sure.
Oh.
What's the petrol pass is that approximately? In a second. It will be there in just a second. I can't see over windshield. Take your time.
There was another lady wearing those resistance sweaters that you have, but hers said Abbotsford on the back. So she was in Ottawa too.
Oh, it's dark in here. No. Oh, it's fine. You can barely see my face. We'll go for a walk in a minute. There you go.
Oh, bulbs get hot.
Now you can see the pups. And Dad's half of his head. I wonder where Mom went.
I don't know.
I wonder if she wants to talk to
Bambi?
Yeah. Oh, she is. I see her walking back. There, you can see my little mom walking. So little, so mom.
Just to let you know that on Ontario 501 it's showing that the collision at the rail is now cleared. The collision at the rail is now cleared, so you should be good to go.
Vehicles that have driven up
They all went for food.
and all of a sudden a whole block of hotel rooms is gone. So yeah. Holy man, she's nippy, nippy, nippy.
I think.
Yep, thanks.
What, did you look in there to see what kind of food was in there at all? Or?
And what?
Like, there was a guy sitting in there. Like, is there a restaurant in this place or no?
Well, I think
They all left.
I think there used to be. I don't know if there is anymore.
Well, there was a guy sitting in there. It looked like he was eating fries and stuff, but he must have maybe bought them from the thing they've got there. Like they've got
Hot dog.
corn dogs and stuff. Do you want to go and get something, or go see what they got
I
there?
don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Go get snacks.
What are you just letting yours go live?
Yeah, because my live died before.
Well, who wants to just sit and look at that?
I turned it only because you were walking.
Oh,
I was showing them my little mom.
Yeah, walking through the parking lot.
yeah, with very stingy legs.
How?
Were you talking to Andrew?
Yeah, did you go talk to Andrew?
No, he's not here.
What do you mean?
Where is he?
Andrew just showed up.
He was right behind there.
Behind where?
Where you were standing.
Not
His
there.
truck was. Yes,
Oh, then he pulled in after I came back.
That was before that.
Oh, well. Holy man, my legs are freezing. Oh, I think I need my resistance sweats, man. Put them over my jeans.
Surprised you brought these.
Well, I didn't expect it was going to be this freaking cold.
Do you not check the weather before you leave?
I told you
I've been a little busy.
it's going to be minus 25 tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's got the farthest one there. He's got a nice bed set up. Tuna is strong and free. Hold the line. Faith over fear. Hey, you're stealing all my stuff.
Well,
Mandate
you
freedom.
did not copyright those sayings, so people are allowed.
Yeah, feels like overnight.
Boy, he's got a lot of generators on the back. He's obviously going to be...
He was in Ottawa. He's part of the Great Canadian Cruise, or he was. His name's Darren. Because he came up to me and he was like, I remember you. When we came to Saskatoon, he was like, you have a very familiar face. And I was like, I like that.
Oh,
and he was like, and I was like, well, it was purple before, but...
Yeah, your hair.
What about my hair?
Nobody's going to forget you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're running off a battery too?
Yeah, because my phone, I had 80% when I left this truck when we got here, and it died in 17 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now what? You're just going to have them watch you?
You have them watch you, do you not?
Are you?
Peeps?
No, I don't.
You're just watching me.
They're watching you.
So why are you getting mad at me?
I wasn't getting mad at you. I said, what, now you're just going to sit there and let them watch you?
They were watching me before.
Here, maybe
Eating
you want to
crackers.
watch.
Should we go on a rant? Hi, friends.
There, you want to watch
Facebook
my
friends.
daughter? See, this is how we roll in here now when we take a third party. This is I don't know
My
if you can
secured
really
lawn
see.
chair.
Turn the light on for a second. This one. No, this one here, so they can.
See our setup. I have a cup holder here for my beverages.
Here, hang on, I'll move the words there. So
My lawn chair.
yeah, so we got a lawn chair in here, so she gets the third seat there. And then in the back there, we've got some pups there.
And all the extra stuff. They're like here.
No, she's right. Hope is right behind you. It's my freedom puppy, Hopi. Hopi puppy. Yo, you stay there, baby.
Do you want to come?
No.
Do you want to come? Well, then you come here.
So yeah, and then the sleeping is interesting because I mean the bed is only big enough for two, and so then we've got to clean all this out down here and make her a bed down there, which hasn't been so warm. So we brought some more blankets and sponge. And, yeah, but if you know anything, being a freedom fighter has not been about comfort at all. We're not allowed in anything. We have to do all our everything's outside, and that's pretty tough stuff when you're a summer girl.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm getting my payback. I'm getting my payback.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, I need to find, oh man, no, which bag? Oh. Well, yes, but
You
it
need, like,
doesn't
a
help
list.
that you're in the
Do I
way here.
switch the
Yeah, well, you're sitting on top of that. Well, maybe if I just warm up a little bit, then I'll
Sit your butt down.
be good to run back to the thing. Ugh. Yeah, she's nippy tonight, guys. Nippy. So you guys watching the 15-minute city BS? Fighting against your,
Why should this be any different with Ottawa?
yeah, I know. This actually isn't even as cold as
I was
Ottawa.
gonna say it's not that bad. My legs aren't cold. It's just
Oh,
my ears and my
mine are
hands.
shrinky, but I'm just wearing skinny jeans.
I'm wearing sweats.
Yeah, well, as soon as I put sweats over these jeans, then I'll be fine too. So yeah, you know that Trudeau said they were going to give all the provinces money for
health care on one condition, that we all accept the digital, like all the
Digital
premiers
currency.
and stuff, that they're gonna accept the digital current or the digital ID and all of that crap. So first of all, Danielle and Scott Moe said no, and now they've said yes.
Oh, great.
So hold the line, people, hold the line. We push back. We push back. If we give in to that crap in the 15-minute cities, never before have they done this to the whole world. They can't put the whole world in prisons. They have to make the prisons, which is the 15-minute cities, which is the e-gates, you know, that way they can track you when you're leaving your city. There's facial recognition. You know, if you've got two pieces, like two 15-minute cities that are, you know, this is where they meet, and you live here and your mom lives there, you can't just go across this way. No, no, no. You've got to go out of your e-gate and go all the way around to come in that side there. It's all about tracking and tracing. If you went this way, there'd be no tracking and tracing. But you go around, and the outskirts of each city is going to have an e-gate, facial recognition, and all of that garbage. And then people are like, oh, well, I don't mind. Like, you know, so you walk 15 minutes, you know, everything's going to be close. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But if you didn't fall for the narrative and didn't get the thing, you won't need anything close to you because you won't be allowed in, you filthy animal.
Pulling Home Alone references.
Well, yeah, because that's exactly the way it is. And that's why we have to, we've got to come together, guys. Like, we just find your farmers, your the Hutterites, the Amish, you know, find all of those, and because they're pushing really, really, really stinking hard now on the farmers and all of them. You know,
anybody with land titles.
yeah, and like, well, even you, land use, like, be careful, watch, pay attention, and be a pain in the backside to your city hall, literally, that they know that they're not flying under the radar, that you know very well what they're doing. Hold them accountable. All this garbage going on, you know, balloons in the sky and all of this, that's all to create a distraction so that we don't watch what they're doing right here.
It's because Epstein's list is supposed to come out with 160 names of politicians and celebrities that were part of Epstein Island.
There is, well, Laurelyn was talking about the list already, but she said some of the names on there is like, I don't think so. You know.
Apparently it has something, there's like 160 names that are supposed to be coming out right away.
Cool.
That are on Epstein's list.
Anyway, so
that's also a thing.
Oh, there is a lot of things happening. There's a lot of things happening in the background. I mean, even more than we know. But their narrative is breaking, and that is why they're pushing so fast. I knew dang well as soon as the Parliament came back from winter break.
What?
They get more breaks than the school kids for Pete's sake. But anyway,
Only 30.
I knew that he was going to be up to something, and that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. We'll give you money for health care, but the trade-off is you have to accept the digital identity, the digital everything. No. We're not. We're pushing back on that. And the thing is that is one of the reasons why we do this unity thing, because we need to create plans and things, and I take part in Zooms where we, you know, do different things, right? You know, boycotts, whatever and stuff. Get the bulk of your money out of the bank, guys. I'm not kidding you. Go and get silver. The longer you wait, the more expensive it's getting. Go and get silver and get it right here. You do not keep it in a vault. You don't bring it to the bank and keep it in a safety deposit. That's no safer than if you just stay with your fiat money, which is going to be worth absolutely nothing here shortly. As it is, you want to change your money over from Canadian to US. 40 cents on the dollar, guys. 40 cents on the dollar. Like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know if they saw me.
But if you leave your money in there, the bank can actually do a roll-in, and they, as soon as they are hurting, and the thing is they are already, but they're not saying it, because there is actually banks in Manitoba, in Winnipeg, that RBC banks, no tellers, you can't get cash. The inside of the bank is really just to go in and get a loan or whatever. But if you want money, you have to go through the drive-through, and when the drive-through is empty, you got to go somewhere else. And there's been a lot of stuff, you know, with these main banks. And Laurelyn was saying that she had gotten, like, her dad passed away shortly after my mom, about a couple weeks. Anyway, his stuff has been in probate this long, so that's like a year, just over a year. My mom's birthday was yesterday. But anyway, he had money that was in US, and so she got the check. Finally it cleared. She went and got the check, and she went and put it into her bank, and it was good. Like, she did that in January, like about mid-ish of January. February 28th was when it would clear. So what was probate? Like, they cleared it from there enough that her and her brother could, you know, split the amount. And it wasn't like it was huge dollars. Like, she had to create a big fuss to get her money, like to get them to finally release it. There's been other things that people have been talking about, like all of a sudden, yeah, they couldn't get out their money. They just couldn't get out their money. We've got 2 trucks. We've got a friend of ours driving the other one. He's not a regular driver for the second truck, but our regular driver. Normally we're seasonal, but now with the snow, we kind of had this work fall on us, so we got the second truck going, and our friend of ours is driving it. And so his check was $2,500. Well, he'd been without money to pay his, you know, all his stuff and whatever, and his rent and all that. So he took his check to the bank and went to go and cash it, or at least get a good chunk of it. He hasn't been keeping his money in the bank since well before this. They said all they could give him was $100. $100 from a $2,500 check. Like, what do you pay with $100? You got to pay rent, you got to whatever. He doesn't do digital nothing.
Gas isn't even $100.
And no, that's all they would give him. So he came back to my husband and he said, okay, that isn't gonna work for me. He basically told them at the bank where they could go, and so he came back to my husband and he said, look, I need this money, but they're only gonna give me $100. So my husband had to take a check that he wrote to our driver back to our bank and cash it and give him the cash. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And this crap is happening already all over the place. Get your money out of the bank. Like, it's, you only have in there what you need to go through for your mortgage, for your, you know, your bills, whatever kind of thing. Oh, speaking of that, I got some bills to pay here. And other than that, put it in there as you need to, because it's going to happen in a day. You're going to have no warning. They're not going to give us any warning. You're going to, all of a sudden, one day, just like that Friday back in summertime, when nobody could get into their money. And that was blamed on Rogers. It wasn't a Rogers thing. It was a test. That's what it was. So that caught everybody unaware, and this is going to be even more so. And if the banks need money, they can do a bail-in, taking, I believe it's 20%. Laurelyn said 30. I don't think it's 30. I think it's 20% of the money that you've got in the bank. Don't you think the government's taken enough from you?
Including your, 60% taxes. So if they can take 30% of your money, that's 10% of your money that you're allowed to keep.
Go get your money out of the bank. And the thing is if you've got a lot to get out of there, go through the ATM, take out your limit. Go again the next day, take out your limit. Like, and then next day go into the bank and take out, like, you're going to have to play games with this, because other than that, they're going to say, oh, well, we can't give that much to you, so we're going to have to book an appointment, and we're going to have to get it in, and blah, 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 and they're going to put you off. Seriously. And then when that push is going to get to be really, really heavy, that's when they're going to drop the ball. Don't wait for it, guys. Don't wait for it. Even if I am 100% wrong, which I know I'm not, but even if I was, would you rather be safe and have that money in your sock drawer or wherever the crap you want to put it? Put it into silver. Never played the stock markets, never done any of that kind of stuff, but I'll tell you, you wouldn't have to. Because when the fiat dollar goes silver and gold, 30, 60, 100 fold. Seriously, guys. Go, do it now. Do it now. Like the TDs and the RBCs, you can go into the bigger ones, and you can order it. If you have an account there. If you don't, you'd have to open one in order to do it, because you've got to have that money in there when your silver or whatever comes in. Gold, yeah, good luck. I hope you're rich if you're going gold, and if you have the money to go gold, oh man, get it out of the bank, because you're gonna really be hurt. And then they order it, and when it comes in, you get a call that your money, like your precious metals are in. You go to the bank, they take it out of your account, give you, and you want it here, right here, and you go put it where you want it, because that's the only way you have any guarantees at all. And the thing is you know, even in like Israel, it's crazy how when they give gifts, they're gifts of gold and silver, but mostly gold. They buy up as much coins as they can. I don't know how much money they have, but that is, I was in Israel in 2015, and I've heard a lot of things of how they do things. But that's what they gift at Christmas time, is they gift gold. And so over the Christmas time, I listen to a lot of different programs where they talk about gold and silver and precious metals. And yeah, over Christmas time, like, there was a serious wait for for that stuff because that's what they do. The Europeans and like all of them, that's how they gift people, is with gold, like coins of gold. And it's like a teeny tiny little coin, like a little teeny little coin, like a dime, smaller than a dime, is like worth, I don't know, $900 for one stupid little tiny, you know, it's not even pocket change. It is cheaper to get the bars, like you're getting more for a bigger bang for your buck, but the problem is you've got to think of barter, okay? Us filthy animals, when we're not going to be allowed to walk into a supermarket, to walk into any place to go and get sustenance, it's food for those of you that don't understand.
For those of you,
well, some people don't.
Sustenance.
Anyway, you get 1 troy ounce. You can get ½ ounce, you can get 1/4 ounce, but you're paying for more manufacturing on it, right? Like, so it's costing you quite a bit to get those smaller coins. So get a troy ounce, okay? So right now, I mean, I haven't looked lately. I don't know what it's at. The last time that I looked was, well, I don't know, a number of weeks ago. And I believe it was like $42 or something like that. So if you have silver, fiat money, worth nothing, you can't even burn it because it's freaking plastic, so it's not, you can't even start a fire. So you have this troy, have, you know, 1 troy ounce silver coins. If you get the maples are actually a government mint, okay? So they've actually got a maple leaf on them. It looks like a big dime. Or you can go the sunshine mint. Now, remember when there was always like, there was a silver dollar, there was, you know, like places would have coins made up that well, we got a coin based on the Coots and the Convoy, okay? So it's made special with those the trucks and the that stuff on it. Those would be made by Sunshine Mint. Anything other than government mint is made by Sunshine Mint. Sunshine Mint, it's $3 less a coin. So you can end up getting an extra coin, you know, like where instead of just putting it all into the maple, right? So when you're looking to go and order it, you want the Sunshine Mint, okay? And so then, this is where your farmers, your Hutterites, your, what did I say? Amish, like anybody that you know like that. Everybody knows the value of gold and silver because it is God's currency. They can't just go in a back room and whip off a whole bunch of more plastic, you know, stuff that you can't even burn. And when it runs out, and it will, then you're out of luck. And I've heard say that it's already been harder to get in because the elites have been buying it up. But you can still order it, so go and get it in your hand. Do not take a promissory thing saying it's in a vault, because just like they can double book hotel rooms, they can double book seats on the plane, they can also double sell your silver. So you order it, you pay for it, you get it sent to you. Boom, done. or go to the bank, order it. They'll call you in when it's there. You pay for it, pick it up, take it home, and then shut your mouth. Okay, especially from people you kind of don't know. But anyway, so you'll take your 1 troy ounce or two 1 troy ounce, and you'll go to your farmer or you'll go to your Hutterite and you'll say, hey, look, I need, chicken, some eggs, maybe some baked buns, like, whatever, because they know how to work with skills. They've never relied on plugging everything in like the majority of us have. And honestly, we need them. We need those people. And they know the value of silver and gold. So you could go with your troy ounce of silver and buy it. And there's no way the government can track it, because just like when you take your money out of the bank, cash is king, they cannot track it. So, very important that you do this and you do it soon. Very soon. Like this week soon, next week at the very latest. Like, I'm not kidding you. I did hear a thing on one of the alternative channels. Apparently there is a alternate money made already that is backed by gold and silver. Oh, you still can't get in the jockey box?
No way, it probably won't be until I hit like -3 or 4 or 5. I might be able to get into it.
So we're not getting in there for nothing.
Well, that
Oh,
one
we'd have to lift
opens, but this
Can we
one
not lift the bed?
We can, but then we gotta clean that all off because I have to open it all over.
Oh, well, maybe once we get to Winnipeg.
You want snacks?
No, I want my mustard.
Where is it?
Oh, somewhere in there. Big
It
hard.
was right in
Well,
that
yes,
bottom-
honey, but I've pushed 1,000 things in there.
Yeah, right in that bottom shelf.
Doesn't mustard so bad if it's not?
But anyways, guys, that is super, super important. And
But
if
it's
you
just about gone.
if you haven't looked into the Agenda 2030 or the SDGs, you guys, that's what this is all about. And if we don't shut them down,
They'll shut us down.
yeah, it's just, it's about the people working for themselves now. We don't have any government that's working for us. None. Even Danielle Smith. She still is working towards, the green whatever and whatever. Pierre Polivier's got so many people completely duped. He'll get in and he'll do the same thing. Because when Mark Friesen asked him if he would denounce the the UN agenda, he didn't know what that was. Oh, how can you be in government for like how long? What, 20 years, 19 years? And actually have partaken in these discussions. Oh, and he didn't know about them. He hadn't read up on them. Right. That guy's body language changed, and I know that because I was the one holding the camera. So it doesn't get any more there than that. I was holding the camera. Mark said, "You're doing this, video this." They weren't going to let us. They were trying to push us through just quick picture with, PP there. And I said, no, we want to do a little bit of a video.
We were basically the last people there.
We waited in line for 2.5 hours. And they let everybody else do their little talky thing and stuff. And they weren't going to let us. And I said, not a chance. Not a chance. I said, you let everybody else in. We have now stood in line for over 2.5 hours. And I said, no, we are getting our 2 minutes. And I said, and the guy just kind of looked at me and whatever and stuff. And he snubbed and he backed up. And Mark went up and he just started doing it, and I was just like trying to get in as close as I could because I couldn't hardly hear him. But you can just totally see BB's body language change because he didn't quite know what to do with that question. But everybody knows Mark Friesen, and they knew dang well that Mark Friesen doesn't just say, hey, how's it going, and carry on when it's somebody that's supposed to have answers. So they were trying to push us through really, really quick. But yeah, you stay persistent. You stand on your rights. Right now we still have them, guys. Right now we still have them. But if we don't start pushing back hard, and I mean, there are so many couch supporters out there, you guys, and it drives me crazy in my head. Because they see you guys as being the same as the whack jobs out there. All these ones dressing up like clowns and you name it. Like, honestly, it's insane. I can't even, blows my mind. I don't care if you do not open your mouth and say a word. Get bundled up, grab a flag, and come and put your body in the mass for a mass. We need head count. Head count. We've got enough big mouths in our group that you don't have to say anything. And I know
way more than you will ever say.
I know that the reason why nobody wants to step into the limelight is because the arrests, the tickets, getting your Facebook shut down, all of that kind of stuff. You guys, I can't do anything with it. All the people that got the tickets, all the people that got the fines, there's a couple of the big platform people that are still fighting. All the rest of them got dropped. A couple of the freedom fighters, now a year later, all of a sudden get a letter in the mail saying, oh, we won't be dealing with your case, it's done. Stop letting them scare you. Stop letting them pull this stupid fear-mongering BS, because that's all it is. They've got nothing. They've got nothing. And if we as a country of people, this is the people now fighting for the people. We have nobody in any power that is going to do anything for us. It is us. Us. That's why we have to come together. If we had all stood up and said no when they rolled out the jibby jabbers, it would have been done. Done and done. But they used the fear tactic, fear-mongering, scared the crap out of especially the old people and all the ones that the government speaks the truth. They're, same thing with doctors. Oh, they're, they speak the truth. No, and no. No, and no. No, and no. My son just turned 39. I haven't trusted the word out of doctors' mouths until I get confirmation with a second one on a case. Whatever the illness they deem it to be. Because they were so far off base with my son, I almost lost him. And then after that, they decided to charge me, or to accuse me of child abuse, and keep him in the hospital 2 weeks longer than he needed to be there. They never bothered looking into the fact he has an eye condition, and that's why he was running into walls. Like, it's just, I had to fight to get his name off of the foster list. They are doing their job just like you are, just like anybody else. But the only thing that's different now is that they are not standing true to their oath. Actually, do you know that the nurse's oath has changed now? That they don't have to say do no harm. Nurses and doctors.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Even when my mom accidentally took her morning meds twice, which was her heavy load of meds, and she didn't phone me right away when she had taken them in the evening, and then all of a sudden realized what she had done, and there was a lot of the heavier meds in the morning packet. I'm not sure how she managed that, but she did. Finally, she phones me and she's like, I need to tell you something, but you're going to be so mad at me. And I'm like, Mom, what happened? What did you do? And then she told me, and she's like, and now I'm scared to go to sleep because I don't know if I won't wake up. I said, okay. I said, Mom, I'm going to phone 811. I'm going to find out, you know, if this is a problem. And if it is, I said, then we're going to go into the hospital. Okay. So I phone 811. I start telling her the meds that my mom was on, like in her morning packet and her nighttime packet. And I told her, I said, so my mom has now double dosed on her morning because she accidentally took her mornings again instead of her evenings. And I said, so now she's afraid that because I said her morning packet is kind of a heavy load. And I said, now she's afraid that she won't wake up if she goes to sleep. I said, so tell me from these meds, like, is this going to be a problem? Like, because the thing is they give you a dose, but you can actually tolerate a little more of it than what they actually tell you can have, right? And it's a safety mechanism. But anyway, I'm explaining all this to her. I'm explaining all this to her, and then she's like, okay, I just need to stop you. She said, because we don't know anything about the meds. Like, we can't help you with that. I'm like, you're 811. You're emergency in case of things. Yeah, but we don't learn about meds. Like, we only, all doctors and nurses only get like half an hour out of their studies to learn about meds. Okay, how many meds are you going to take in half an hour? Half an hour, that's it. Your best bet is to go to the pharmacist. So that's what she did. She said, where are you? Okay, you've got a pharmacist over there as a pharmacy. She said, check with them. They'll be able to tell you for sure whether she's okay or if you need to bring her in. This is 811, who they keep telling us to call in case of emergency, guys. That is our lifeline. I don't know about you, but I got a really big problem with that, because if that's my lifeline, I think I'll depend on myself, because I'm a better lifeline than that. But then I talked to the pharmacist, and they were like, okay, just don't let her take her morning meds again in the morning, and she'll be fine. It's, she's got a little extra, but it's not gonna hurt her unless she takes her morning meds. So don't let her take her morning meds. So I just let her take her Lasix, because that absolutely had to happen. And that's the reason why everything went down the toilet so fast with her, is because they withheld her Lasix. I'm sorry, but I'm not even a medical person. And if a person like me knows that when somebody has congestive heart failure, you don't withhold their Lasix, because congestive heart failure causes fluids to build up in around your lungs and heart and in your lungs, where you can actually drown, which really is what, between that and being pushed to the maximum on oxygen, which she shouldn't have been, is what killed my mom. They knew better. Been doing this for years and years and years. They knew better. They've always treated her better. Everything they did was ass backwards. I never saw an IV bag on her once. And anything that's going to drag you down faster than anything is being dehydrated. Dehydrated people can have all kinds of crazy symptoms of different things going on and whatever, you hydrate yourself and these things function again. 6 days. I went in and I stood there for hours and there was never an IV bag on my mom. They had a CPAP on her because I wouldn't let them intubate her. They tied her hands to the bed so she couldn't pull the CPAP off. It was an 85-year-old woman and kept me, her primary caregiver, and her legal stamped POA away from her. So I had to watch her die through a window. This is why I fight for what I do, guys. And my case does not stand alone. When we sat in Ottawa, oh my word, the amount of times that I heard the same story is what I am just telling you now. Wake up. People that just fall over in the middle of a conversation, perfectly healthy and whatever. It's not okay. It is not okay. And it is not normal. And we know why. We know why. You know why. Other people that try and keep their eyes closed know why. They just don't want to acknowledge it, because then comes anxiety and the fear.
That means that I'm French too then, Dad.
Whatever. I always get asked if I'm French. I don't know.
I don't know
what I am.
I've never been asked that.
But
if Mom's French, then I am definitely part French.
Well,
French.
Good chance. I don't know no French. I can sooner do hola,
Español.
¿Cómo estás? That's gonna come in handy here in about 2 weeks.
One day less, 2 weeks.
Yeah. I gotta use some points up, and this is again a bank thing, because the cards, you build up air miles, or you build up avion points, or you build up, like, there's all these different points. Guys, it's on paper. It's on paper. And when fiat goes, it all goes. Stocks and bonds, anything that's you've got a piece of paper for, RSP, you got nothing. Got nothing. I'm not kidding you guys. They're banking establishments. Now, I cannot remember off the top of my brain the name of it. But you can probably Google it and find out for sure. But there is where they will actually back your RSP by silver. So that when the fiat dollar crashes, your RSP is still backed by silver. Look into that. If you've got an RSP going on, look into that. We sold ours out a long time ago when we were barely living on peanut butter and toast. It's a pretty big deal, especially if you've been putting into it for years and years and years. So you got people that are just
Mark's thanking you for your sharing.
Kelsey's got me on her. Which one? What are you on? Rumble?
YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, YouTube and Facebook. So you can also follow my daughter, Kelsey. KEL17 SEEY on YouTube. I gotta make something else because I'm quite surprised that I can do this today because I'm restricted again. I mean,
you do have a YouTube.
When am I not restricted? I do have a YouTube. Puppy Mama, I just gotta figure out these things. I haven't done.
Go follow her YouTube channel so she can get 50 subscribers so she can go live.
There you go. You gotta go follow my YouTube channel, Puppy Mama. Puppy Mama.
And I'm tubeless.
And my hubby's tubeless. I gotta figure something out, but I never did any of this stuff until the day we left for Ottawa, because it was so absolutely mind-blowing. There was no way that we were going to be able to tell everybody what we were seeing. It was just so wild that we just, I said, I gotta figure out how to do this live thing. And I actually got away with all my stuff for a really long time. I was very, very surprised. Very, very surprised, because I went hard just on posting everything about what the doctors were saying, the real doctors. All these programs I was watching, I was sharing out. I was just sharing everything. And, well, when was the first time when I ended up, I think it must have been almost a good year, or a good half a year before I actually got Facebook jailed. But I was shadow bound. That I was. From the the first week in Ottawa, I had like 103, you know, whatever people watching me, people from Spain, people from like all over the place. It was blowing my mind. And all of a sudden, I only had 2 or 3 people watching me. And I was like, oh, well, they lost interest in a hurry. And then I found out that no, there's a thing called shadow banning. So, I'm shadow banned hard. People have tried to make me their favorite so that I would pop up on their feeds. No, you have to purposely go in and search me, Lynette Fair Clausen, and go in and like and share my stuff. Like, it's sick. It's really sick. But we press in, we push on, and yeah, we'll win. We're in it for the fight, and we just have to keep pressing in, guys. I think there's going to be some mega changes come summertime, because there is talk of the tribunals for the end of June, July in there, that they're going to be doing tribunals for Nuremberg 2. And with all this garbage going on now, like, come on, what's suddenly these train operators don't know how to operate trains? Like,
I think they were all from the same company, or one of them.
Oh, geez. No, that's just one big hearty payoff there too. You know, just do something.
I don't remember exactly, but I know one of them was a company.
But it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but you're not in your right mind if you can't see that every place that's gone on fire has been a food factory. Okay? The chickens, eggs, because the egg yolk is good for binding the spike protein and pushing it through instead of it binding to you. They've got to get rid of all of this, and they've got to get rid of any kind of food source that we, you know, can sustain ourselves, right? Farmers, they're pushing that they can only have 4 chickens. They're, what the heck were they talking about? They are immunizing, they're wanting to immunize, which animal, have you heard? Oh, somebody was talking about it just yesterday. You guys, it's just retarded.
I know that they're trying to vaccinate the bees.
Oh yeah, and they're trying to vaccinate the bees, because you know, if the bees sting you, you've been vaxxed.
But also they pollinate all your food.
Oh yeah, I guess there's that. Well, on top of that, they've got lettuce and spinach that they're growing in these great big greenhouses, and they're with syringes and they're injecting, you know, because it even shows how it's going to, you know, go through all the veins in the leaves and everything and stuff. And their hope is that through doing this with food sources, that eventually they can stop, you know, the jibby jabs, right? And that people will just get naturally.
Well, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they were talking about how they're trying to genetically modify mosquitoes that'll vaccinate people.
Yeah,
and
well,
they had already done a human trial, and it took, what was it? I think it was 20 or 120 mosquitoes to sting that person for them to be fully vaxxed.
Yeah. And I mean, they did that last year already. Actually, they let a bunch of mosquitoes go and whatever that had been transformed, whatever they did to them. They are the most devious that there is, and I don't care before I'm letting some transformed mosquito bite me and inject that crap in me. I'll sooner spray myself with DEET. Whatever. It's a poison. I don't care. I actually like the smell of DEET ones. Love it. Love it. It's my favorite. And I hate mosquito bites. I hate itching. And I live at the lake and I spray right down and then I get no bites. And then you just go shower before you go to bed. Next day, do it all over again. I don't care. I'll sooner die from protecting myself from whatever the crap they want to do to me. Whatever. I'm not afraid to die. I know where I'm going.
Chelsea took that on my birthday.
But
OEB downtown.
yeah,
there's like a white wall.
There's a lot of sick stuff going on. I had a whole pile of things, but I've been so busy that I just didn't have chance to get on, and right now my brain is just poof. I'll have to read back through my notes. All I do is listen to stuff, and then I get on overload, and then I start, some of the things fall by the wayside, and until somebody mentions it, and then I go, oh yeah, that's a thing. There really isn't any freedom fighter that can turn around now at this point and say, oh, I don't think I believe this stuff. Because it's just every day is more and more and more. This is one thing that concerns me so terribly much, is that now they just passed, I think that was in BC, is that in BC? Anyway, where they're going to start putting the mRNA in the childhood shots. Their bees. Guys, there's going to be so many kids gone. So many kids gone. Or severely injured. Because every lot is a different dose. It's all messed up. That's why you've got some people just falling over, you know, in the midstream of a sentence, and their eyes just get like this, and some of them, they're trying to look behind them. It's like there's a demon or something behind them. It's weird whacked out crap. And the thing is that Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari, they all talk about it. They're monitoring you from under your skin. That it was promised that it stayed in the deltoid, right here. No, it didn't. Within 2 hours, there was over 400 billion of these spikes multiplied in your body, which is so rapid that you start shedding it out of your pores. Honestly, you guys, this stuff is not safe. not safe.
And not effective.
Yeah, good idea, Jennifer. You guys grow your own food, but make a greenhouse, because you see what's going on up there, right? And no different than what's going on now with these trains. And what do? They light it on fire. Oh, just to get rid of all the gases and whatever. Now this stuff has come down everywhere around them, and fish are belly up in the water.
Well, they're calling it, what is it? They're calling it
Like like another Chernobyl, right? Like the Ohio Chernobyl.
It's making dark clouds.
They just to look all concerned. The people had to, leave the area, and then they were like, "Oh well, we burnt it off. You guys can go back now and whatever." And there is a girl on YouTube. She's got very light blue hair, light washed out bluish purpley hair. She comes freaking unglued, and she is speaking the truth. She's on TikTok. You learn a lot of stuff on TikTok, and these are people that are just, because they're not allowed to say anything anywhere else. And this is honest truth stuff that is happening, guys. The doctors are lying, the police are lying, the government is lying, the judicial is lying. Anybody that is in any prominent position of any kind of authority is lying. And the thing is that Trudeau, with his stupid move of we'll give you all this money for health care if you take the whole digital package. Part of that digital package is that there is no doctor-patient confidentiality, and that you have no rights. Hey, go figure. No rights. They can make this legal to have to get as many as they want to give us. Every 3 months, every whatever. That stuff is tied together with those 5G towers, guys. 5G towers. All these blue lights that are coming up all over the place with the little cameras in there. Have you ever gone glow-bowling? I'm sure everybody knows what glow-bowling is.
Thanks for the sub. I got a subscribe.
You go glow-bowling in a white shirt that's got a stain which you didn't know it had. And I can speak out of experience. My husband and mustard, that is just like not a great combination, because he will always get a splitch on the front, especially if he's wearing white. I bleached that spot. I bleached that spot so much.
Talking to my peeps.
And you literally couldn't even see it. It wasn't even there. We went out with young marrieds from church. We did a glow bowling thing. Here's this big splotch there, just glowing like. That is what those blue lights do. They pick up the stuff that you can't see with the naked eye. They pick up and tell them exactly who has gotten the jibby jabber and who hasn't, because the blood shines differently. If you don't believe me, I welcome you to go and research. I want you to go and look up this stuff. I'm not kidding you. A lot of this stuff can be found right on the CDC site. Pfizer's dump on, where they wanted 75 years to be able to say what the side effects would be and everything. And fortunately, the court said, no, you've got till the end of this year. So they were dumping huge amounts, tons and tons and tons of pages, because that's how much they had to do. And the doctors are saying when that last load comes, they know that is going to be the mother load. That's where all the mega stuff it's going to be. But even in the first 9 pages, I think it was, right? The first...
No, it was 37, but 9 of those pages were
the first, yeah, but those 9 pages had myocarditis, pericarditis, blood clots. Oh, let's talk about the blood clots, okay?
We are in Balgony. We will be leaving for Winnipeg tomorrow.
Yeah, 7 a.m. So don't be late.
This is Hope. This is one of the Freedom Pups.
Yeah, she had a pony and she messed it up, and I'll make her all cute for tomorrow. It will be all good.
Yeah, that's one of the Freedom Pups for my YouTube channel.
I was holding on to Hope. I'm still holding on to Hope. She's the one puppy I kept, and her name is Hope. Born in Ottawa, on Kent Street.
Thanks, Mark.
And 4 weeks old when we got home. So that's how that went. Anyway, the blood clots are not blood clots. If you have not watched, and I mean, you guys, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Rumble, and you can just put in Undertaker. You can, like, and you'll get all the information. It is not, it's so flipping easy to find stuff. You just use keywords. Rumble, YouTube, no problem. And you've got it. These blood clots are not blood. They are fibrous clots. They are, like blood is red, or if it's old.
We're United for All. Don't you want the US one?
You need, yes, we do want the US one. Did he cable tie wrap them?
There's nothing on these, but he's going to do it. I'm assuming.
Then he's just taking one at a time. Anyways, the clots are not brown, red or brown. Old blood, you know, old blood turns brown, okay? True clots are red or brown. And blood thinners thin that out and can actually get rid of a blood clot. These clots, blood thinners, do not touch them. They're fibrous. They're not blood. They're fibrous. Now, you go and research Carrie Madej way back when she, oh boy, I'll try and find it and post it. Right now I'm restricted. I don't know. I don't know whether you guys would even be able to see it, but I'll try. I'll see if I can. But she did 3 different vials on 3 different occasions where she put a drop of the liquid, which was clear. She looked through her telescope or microscope, and there wasn't anything. Then she went away. She came back and she looked, and there was these glow, kind of fiber optic glow, kind of hues of different colors in there. And she was like, "Oh, that's weird." Okay. A little later, there's these black flecks, and they're all starting to pull together. Ooh, that's graphene, guys. Graphene, same thing that's in your masks. Just saying. Anyway, 2 hours later. Now, first I'll back up. What was the temperature that all of this stuff had to be kept at? Absolutely, it just had to be, and they all had to get these freezers and everything in place. 70 degrees, minus 70 degrees. Did you ever question why? I questioned why from the first day they said that it had to be kept that cold, because I was like, and then they're putting it in a warm body? What's the catch here? That was the catch. It's, as it warmed up 2 hours in, there was all kinds of stuff on the screen, but on the edge of the slide, right on the edge of the slide, was this spider-looking thing that had one that stuck up and actually moved around like it was aware of its surroundings. Freaked me out. I was like, what the crap is that? And she was like, the first one, that something's like super wrong with this. And so she told her sidekick, go and you gotta go find me, 2 more bottles of this from completely different batches, because I think it's been this one, just something must have gotten on the slide. So he gets her another vial. She does it again. Same thing, guys. Same thing. She was like, no way, there's no way, this can't be true. Like, what on earth is this? And she says, I need another one. So he went and got her another one. Same thing happened. She cried and cried and cried and cried. Because she said, what are they doing to the people? What are they putting in these people? These things, this thing that was on the edge of the slide was a fibrous kind of pinky, a pale pinky. You getting where I'm going, guys? It needed 2 hours to form. Liquid, 2 hours in the body. What does your whole bloodstream look like? You've got your big vessels, you've got your little ones that go off. Okay, so this dumb thing gets caught between two and sits there and grows, and it grows really fast. That's a non-dissolvable clot as far as I'm concerned. Right from the very first time that they showed those clots that they were pulling out of people, and some of them are 3 feet long. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm gonna probably get shut down for this shit, but you know what? I'll just make another channel. I won't shut up. I will not shut up. I will not shut up. The medical got rid of my mom. I asked God, what is my purpose now? The third time, when I was finally so completely broken and crying for 3 days and saying, I am so lost. Convoy came. This is my purpose, guys. This is my purpose. I have not bought into this one bit from day one, and I ain't quit. I will get one shot, and it'll be right here, and they better look me square in the eyes when they pull it. And that's it. This is all corrupt. They need to get rid of the humans, as much as possible. And, like the thing that was written on the Georgia Guidestones.
She's never done talking about
500 million? That's how many people they want left.
That's 90% of the
Doesn't include you or me, guys.
90% of the population.
But there was a woman, she's a Holocaust survivor, but she's also what's the term that she uses? She's head of a group that helps people with their fight with all of this. She lays it right out, guys. She lays it right out. If you guys do not stand up and say no now, she said, you are in a Holocaust. But you right now still have rights and freedoms. But if we don't fight now, and we're running out of time. We are running out of time. This digital ID, when this digital ID and this digital money and this digital everything comes into place, we're done. We're done. They'll push us as much as they can, and until they'll just shoot us, whatever they want to do. They can't put the whole world in prisons, but they can break up all the cities and put us in virtual prisons or e-gated. Everything is about the E this, E that. Because our biggest problem is the computer. It is everything that this has gone.
Smart.
Yeah, everything's smart. Get rid of everything smart in your house. Could be a little hard when you got a smart fridge and smart everything. I like my stuff dumb.
Except for kids, apparently.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of them.
It's okay. Them, we want them smart. We don't want them dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you guys, like, man, do homework. Go, like I said, you can go to Rumble. You can go to YouTube. Type in Undertakers. On Rumble, you'll be able to find just about anybody, especially all of these doctors, because Rumble has been the least attacked platform. Telegram is another one. Telegram is great. You know, if you know what you're looking for, like a doctor's name or whatever and stuff, and they, oh my goodness, there is so much. Ivor, when you finish the word, has been proven
Mectine
to cure cancers. Like, I've listened to a few. Actually, if you really wanna listen to stuff on that, there is a. Did you take that? Oh, yeah, take that sponge out of there. Dirt Road Discussions. Go to Telegram and type in Dirt Road Discussions. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that stuff is never going to hurt you. It isn't. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you could get diarrhea, because it is to get rid of parasites and stuff, right? Like, and we're loaded with them. That's a big problem with our guts.
90% of the population has parasites.
Nice bright light.
I made my hair roll.
But yeah, like, I got a number of days here. You'll get a lot more information as I remember where.
You're welcome, YouTube.
Where all my things that I wanted.
That's my bed.
Oh yeah, I like these vans. Oh, these are so nice. Look at this.
It's like a mini. It looks like an ambulance. Is what that looks like.
Yep, I like that. I like that. Just parked and went and got in their door and.
I'm pretty sure we did. Did we not cover 15-minute cities? Because Pooh Scissors wants to know.
Of what?
What's your thoughts on 15 minutes?
Oh, I talked about 15-minute cities.
It's earlier in the live.
Yeah, it's earlier in the live. Fight against them with everything in you. That's it. Because it's all about control. It's all about putting you in a prison. They want to keep you in those 15-minute cities. And especially if you are you're a filthy animal. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to get in anywhere. You're not going, like, literally. We fight back now, or we'll have nothing. We'll have nothing to fight for. Honestly, everybody's got kids or grandkids or nieces or nephews. If we do not fight now, those kids are growing up under this disgusting, where they're transing everybody. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. We had a boycott. No, what
Protest?
a protest at the local swimming pool here, because there's a guy that identifies as female, and he goes into the girls' changing room and walks around stark naked, dangling in the breeze, while there's little girls changing there. You know what? If you don't like what you are you going to flaunt it? No, you're not. I don't care if it dangles, you ain't a woman. You ain't female. You seriously want to switch to female? Come on down, bring me a scissors. I'll help you out with that, because it's ridiculous. You go and check Mark Friesen's earlier today, I think it was, TikTok. The amount of these transgender that are men feeling like they're in a woman's body but haven't had that total transition done. The amount of children and women that have been injured, murdered, raped, everything by these psychopaths who grew up, a lot of them, they were sexually abused as children. And I get that. That would mess you up. But to go and destroy somebody else's life and or kill them and destroy somebody else's family, sorry, there's better ways to get help. That ain't it. These 15-minute cities, we have to fight against them with everything in us, and we have to pay attention to the well, yeah, you majorly want to research the UN Agenda 2030, the SDGs, Sustainable Development, and the 15-minute cities. And also to a thing they're doing now, and it's the green. Guys, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. It just really is. God made this earth to sustain itself, to cleanse itself. The more people we have, the more we breathe, the more CO2 we have, the greener our plants, the bigger our plants. They want to get rid of all the CO2. What does that tell you? There's so many things that are happening now, and they're making these things happen. The chemtrails, and you can literally go and see, it's complete plains. It's complete plains. No seats in it. It's just all these big barrels and tubes and whatever and stuff. And for why? U.S. Agenda 2030, guys.
UN.
Or UN.
It's most likely the U.S. too.
Oh, it hardcore is the U.S. But I follow prophets, and I'm going to tell you why. I believe, I was raised under the Bible, and I believe that there was prophets in the old days because Jesus walked the earth, and I believe that fully. But I was kind of like, really today? I don't know. And I will question and question and question and question. You know, it's kind of the same thing when you tell a lie and you keep telling the lie until you believe it yourself, kind of thing. So anyways, the Bible clearly says that in the end days, which we clearly are in, but I mean, we've been in end days since I was born in 1960. My dad has been telling me we are in the end days. But we are in end times. We are in end times for certain. And God said that there would be prophets in the end times. Bigger, more prophets than in his time. There would be a lot of women that would be prophesying. And I know this stuff, but it's like, making it in here. And unless I get proof, it's like, gotta vet it, right? So, whatever. It was just the way it was. And I was at the lake, and this was in June, this last June here. I was at the lake. The wind had blown and pushed my tarp and threw all my wood over, and I had to restack everything, whatever. I'm always, either if I'm not live, I'm playing something. Like I'm watching stuff, I'm learning, what's happened now, where are we at now? Oh, they're doing this. Oh, that person's been arrested. Oh, all those leaders have stepped down. Like, oh, okay. That's how I roll. Okay, so I blow it through to my Bluetooth, and then I put it on the picnic table, and I was busy working my log pile, getting all my logs, reset up and stuff. And the doctor thing that I was watching was like, I don't know, an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 40 minutes, somewhere in there. And I was, working away there, whatever and stuff, and that had come to an end, and it was quiet, and well, at that point, and then I have to go and find something else, right? But I was like, I've got my gloves on, I'm right here, I'm doing this thing here right now, so I'll change it in a minute. All of a sudden, this woman comes on, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, this must have had a cue that after a certain period, it jumped over to something else. And so she starts talking, and she starts out by putting her tallit on, and she's, and if you don't know, that's the Jewish people, especially like in Israel, the tallit is a prayer covering, right? She puts her tallit on, and she starts out praying, and then she starts, speaking the words that the Lord has given her and whatever and stuff. And I'm kind of like, oh, we had so many people in Ottawa that, came up, and they were healers and whatever and stuff. And I don't know, because we also have to be careful that we are not misled, okay? We have to pray for discernment each and every day. But I know it had been over half a year for sure, that I just kind of was like, yeah, no, I don't think that we've got actual prophets. So anyway, so this woman's talking, and she's prophesying the words that the Lord is giving her. And very quickly because I thought, oh, as soon as I get done this, I'm going to go and find myself another doctor one and stuff. And she caught my attention, or should I say God caught my attention through her. She goes prophesying from the Lord that the Georgia Guidestones will be coming down. They will be exploded. There will be an explosion. They will be damaged, and they will be taken down in under a 24-hour period. It'll be gone like it was never there. And I was like, okay, it's probably just some little monument thing or whatever. I had absolutely this much idea of what a Georgia Guidestone was. I'd heard people mention them, that people would travel from all over the world to Georgia to go and see these Guidestones. I had no idea. So anyways, I thought, oh, okay, that would be something I could vet. So I'm going to watch for that. So okay, and I don't remember the rest of her program, because I got stuck on these Georgia Guidestone things. Finished my wood and whatever, and I let her play out, but I do not remember what else she talked about. And after that, then I went to watching other stuff. Guys, it was about 4 days later. All of a sudden, all over alternative media, it's like, oh my goodness, the Georgia Guidestones blew up. Somebody, like, there was an explosion, and And I'm like, what? And so I'm like, okay, what are these things? Now I sat down, made myself a fire, and I sat down and I started Googling, and I Googled for hours on the Georgia Guidestones. That's your homework, guys. That's your homework. Go and Google the Georgia Guidestones and read everything about it. Everything about it. They are the most so satanic. Just one part of it, when the sun would shine through that structure, the Illuminati symbol would be over the complete farmer's field. Illuminati. If you don't know what that is, go search that too.
They were also doing human sacrifices on the top of that.
Yeah.
There was stained blood on it.
Honestly, I couldn't believe what I was reading, and I was like, oh my word, how could she have known 4 or 5 days back that this thing was going to be exploded unless she did it? You know? And so then I was like, okay, I gotta go back and find this woman and that I listened to 4 days ago. And I had a search, and I found her, and I started listening again on what she was saying about the Georgia Guidestones. And all of a sudden I noticed the date that prophecy actually came down. Guys, it was a year back. Not that June, it was a year back. That is a prophecy. And I have been following. You have to be careful. Vet your prophets. Vet your prophets. But you watch all these things that they're saying, and if this stuff is coming true, they are a true prophet. And I'll tell you, there is Catherine Platt, and she's out of Manitoba, and that girl has been on the money with a lot of things. Canada is turning on a dime, guys. Canada is turning on a dime. And if you don't know, there's a new dime. The schooner goes the other way. The sails are full of wind. So, go and check this stuff out. I'm going to have to sign off here because somebody wants to get a nap. We've got to get up and be ready to go at 7
He's
in the morning.
He's going to wait for however many hours.
But there's just a little bit of schooling for y'all. I'll find my papers and I'll give you some more. I'm an open book, man. I'm an open book.
Why do you think I go on rants so much? Because she goes on rants so much.
It's my girl.
So, yeah.
My girl.
Rants.
All right. I am going to let you all go. I don't even know what the time is.
9:45.
Oh, well. But I'm going to let y'all go. I need to get in there and go to the bathroom and find something to nibble on,
so
and
we can go to bed.
Oh, I'm not ready to go to sleep. I'll be
She'll be
watching some.
We have to be up and ready to go.
Yeah, but if I'm not tired, it doesn't help me not to lay down. It just frustrates me. So when my eyes start falling shut like crazy, then I'll crawl into bed. Oh, but then I have to step on you.
I'm not going to bed.
Oh, well.
Okay, let's move this.
There you
Don't
go.
fall asleep on it so that
Anyways, thanks for joining me. I definitely know there's more than 2 of you on here, but
There's 6 on mine.
my
so
thing says I've got 2 people watching.
I think
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, you 2, for joining me.
Like mother, like daughter. You're right. Good night, all of my friends. We will see you in the
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys all. Come on, fight, guys. If you like your freedom and you do not want to be dictated to what you can and cannot do and what you are not worth, now's the time to stand up. I don't care if you don't say a word. Stand up. Put your tinfoil hat on and stand up and wear it proud. Loyal to the foil.
To the tin foil. I was walking. Side note before you go. I was babysitting yesterday, and these kids are watching this TV show. Has no words. It's a Canadian. It's like a Canadian show because they have Canada flags in it, and it's like what is it called? Grizzly and Lemmings or something like that. The one episode.
What a word, Lemmings.
No, but literally
Fitting.
the one episode was literally EMFs and tinfoil hats because the EMFs are controlling the lemmings, and so they were wearing tinfoil hats to not get controlled by the EMFs. And I'm like, this isn't a kid's show.
And just so that you guys know, there is a clothing line out there that actually has, it is silver, silver entwined in the, like, you can get toques, you can get shirts like, what do they call them? Yeah, like, oh, my brain gets going and then just my words that I know I don't know anymore. But you can get shirts that are foil inlined, like inlined and whatever and stuff, and they're not scrunchy and scritchy because they're foil. It's just they truly are silver inside, and they've done the research with the meter, and they've gone over your phone, and it's like beep, 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 beep. And then they put this toque in between and then do it, you know, nothing. Honestly, guys, those dang towers, shelter yourself from them. Like, it's they gotta go. If I have my way, I would have every semi go and line up in front of each one of them, and then 1, 2, 3 go take them down. But rebel for the cause. I'm a warrior.
Rebel for
anyhow, good night to you guys. I've seen a couple of them saying already good night, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll talk some more stuff. Yeah, really. We'll talk some more stuff tomorrow. I mean, we've got like 5, 6, 7 days here, so we'll probably be on every day here during this time. I mean, if it's not chatting, it'll be, you know, the speaker on the stage. It'll be pig roast going on. That's going on tomorrow night. Full up pig roast. Woo! So anyway, you guys all have yourself a good night. Thank you for joining me. Love you guys. Stay well. Take care. And don't forget to Ivor when you're going into a big group. Mandatory. Gotta Ivor up. 1 mil for 40 kilograms of your body weight. Alright? Alright, you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.
Peace, peeps. We will chat tomorrow. You might get another one.